Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We're going to start with grade 7 maths. So you can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab, scroll down to grade 7 and then click on view all lessons. So there you can find the list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter linear functions. And the lessons we're going to cover today are write a linear function, identify linear and nonlinear functions. Then we'll start the new chapter, that is probability. The lessons we're going to cover today are probability of simple events. Okay, here I am on grade 7 maths. Chapter we're going to start with is linear function. And here is the lesson we're going to start with, write a linear function. So let's just start. Okay, so you're given with the graph. You have to write down the equation of line in slope intercept form. So what is the slope intercept form? The slope intercept form of the equation is slope intercept form of the equation is y equals mx plus b. That means you need two of the things from the graph. M, that is the slope, and B, that is the y-intercept. Y-intercept means the point where the graph is touching the y-axis. So just look at the graph for these two things. One, for you have to calculate the slope of the graph, and the second thing, you have to find the y-intercept from the graph. So let's just look at these two things on the graph. Okay, let's just start with the first example. There, here is the first graph. You have to find the y-intercept. Y-intercept is the point where the graph is touching the y-axis. So here is the y-axis. Got it? It would be 90 on the graph. Got it? Negative 90, negative side of the y-axis. So it would be negative 90. The y-intercept is negative 90. Like that means B for this graph is negative 90. Okay, now we have to find the slope of the graph. So just select any 2 points on the graph and find the slope. I'm going to select this point and both the intercept. This is the x-intercept because the point is touching the x-axis, and this is the y-intercept. So I'm going to use x-intercept and y-intercept to calculate the slope of the graph. Got it? This one is 90, 0 and 0, negative 90. Got it? The points are the x-intercept is 90, 0. The y-intercept is 0, negative 90. So I'm going to use these 2 points to calculate the slope. Got it? So m equals y2 minus y1. It would be negative 90 minus 0 and 0 minus minus 90. So it would be negative 90 divided by 90. That means the slope of the graph is negative 1. So the equation would be y equals m is negative 1. So the equation would be y equals negative 1x, and the y-intercept is negative 90. So the equation would be y equals negative x minus 90. That is the equation for this graph. Got it? So basically, whenever you are given with the graph, you just have to find two things. One of them is slope. Here it is the equation y equals x minus 90. So you just need to calculate, hold on, why my slope is 90. Hold on. 90 and 0 and negative 90. So y2 minus y1 and x2 minus x1. It would be, okay, let's just start with the test questions. We'll see. Okay, now you're given with the graph. You have to calculate the slope of the graph and the y-intercept. You have to calculate m and b. So the y-intercept of the graph is 0. Got it? You can see the graph is starting from the origin. Got it? So the y-intercept of the graph is 0. B is 0. You just need to calculate the slope of this equation. Got it? The slope of this graph. Y equals mx plus b, and for this equation the b equals 0 because the graph is starting from the origin, so it would be y-intercept is 0. Now you have to look for the slope of the line. I'm going to use the first this point and this point. Got it? Here the point is 2080 and this one is 1040. 2080 and 1040. 1040 and 2080. Okay, so let's just calculate the slope. 80 minus 40 and 20 minus 10. So 80 minus 40 is 40. 40 divided by 10. So that means the slope of the graph is 4. So the equation would be y equals, so it would be y equals 4x. Got it? And b is 0. So it would be y equals 4x. The correct option is 4x. Just select the correct option, then click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is, here is the graph. You have to find the y-intercept and you have to find the equation. So look at the y-intercept. Here is the point where the graph is touching the y-axis. It would be negative 300. So you can directly find the equation from here. Just look at the options. We know that from the graph the y-intercept would be negative 300. So just look at the options. Here you have negative 300. Here you have negative 301. That means option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? It is x minus 300. Okay, let's just start with the next question. Okay, the next one is, look at this graph. Okay, just look at the y-intercept. So here is the point. It would be negative 3. So that means the y-intercept of the graph is negative 3. So here is the point where the y-intercept is negative 3. So it would be x minus 3. The correct option is x minus 3. Got it? Okay, the next one is, okay, you have to find the y-intercept. So here is the y-intercept of the graph. So the y-intercept of the graph is negative 100. So which is the correct option? You can just find the, because you are given the options, so you can just find the equation from the slope. So slope of this point is negative 300. Got it? Negative 100. So here is the correct option. Got it? These are the tricks actually that I am telling you. If you are given the options, you can find the equation like this. Got it? Okay, now for this one, the graph is starting from the origin. Got it? So that means the y-intercept of the equation would be 0. You have to find the slope. So just look at the, here is the point, and I already told you how to find the slope from the equation. You just need to look at change in y. So select any 2 point like this one and this one. Got it? So you can just calculate change in y. Here you have two, the difference from this point to this point is 2 blocks, and the change in x is 1. To 2 divided by 1 is 1. 2, that means the slope of the slope of this graph is 2. So the correct option is y equals 2x. The correct option is 2x. Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. Let me just move on to the next lesson. The next lesson is identify linear and nonlinear functions. So you are given the function, you need to see if this is the linear or nonlinear. So linear is the word that comes from the line. Got it? That means the graph of the linear function must be a straight line. So the graph shows a function. Is the function linear or nonlinear? So you need to see the function is linear. Linear, that means the function must have the graph of the linear function must be a straight line. So this one is not straight. That means that it is the nonlinear function. Okay, the next one is a function. Here is the definition of the linear function. A function whose graph is a straight line is a linear function. So which is a function, which is a linear function? The one that whose graph is a straight line. Got it? So this one is not straight. So this one is not the linear one. Got it? Okay, the next one is the graph shows a function. Is this function linear or non-linear? No, this is not the linear function. Again, it is not a straight line. So it is not the linear function. Okay, the graph shows a function. Is the function linear or non-linear? No. Yes, the function is linear function because the it is a straight line, so it would be linear function. Let's just start with the practice questions. The graph shows a function. Is the function linear or non-linear? Which is the correct option? No, the graph is not a straight line, so it is not the linear function. No, the answer is no. It is non-linear function. Got it? Okay, the next one is the graph shows a function. Is the function linear or non-linear? So which is the correct option? Yes, the graph is a straight line, so it is a linear function. Okay, the graph shows a function. Is the function linear or non-linear? Yes, it would be the non-linear function. The graph shows a function. Is the function linear or non-linear? Graph is a straight line, so it is a linear function. The correct option is linear. The graph shows a function. Is the function linear or non-linear? Yes, the graph is a straight line, so it would be linear function. The graph shows a function. Is the function linear or non-linear? The graph is not a straight line, so it would be non-linear function. The graph shows a function. Is the function linear or non-linear? It would be non-linear function. If the graph is not a straight line, it would be non-linear. The graph shows a function. Is the function linear or non-linear? Yes, the graph, it is a straight line, so it is a linear function. Very good. Okay, the graph shows a function. Is the function linear or non-linear? Yes, it would be linear function. The correct option is linear function. Okay, the graph shows a function. Is the function linear or non-linear? Which is the correct option? It is a linear function, a straight line, so it would be a linear function. The graph shows a function. Is the function linear or non-linear? This is a non-linear function. The graph shows a function. Is the function linear or non-linear? It would be non-linear function. The graph shows a function. Is the function linear or non-linear? It would be non-linear function. Yes, it would be linear function. So the correct option is linear. Is the graph shows a function. Is the function linear or non-linear? It would be a linear function, a straight line it is. So it would be linear function. The graph shows a function. Is the function linear or non-linear? It would be a non-linear function. The graph shows a function. Is the function linear or non-linear? It would be a non-linear function. The graph shows a function. Is the function linear or non-linear? It is a linear function. The graph is a straight line. It is a linear function. The graph shows a function. Is the function linear or non-linear? It is a non-linear function. The graph shows a function. Is the function linear or non-linear? It is a linear function, a straight line. So it is a linear function. Okay, we are done with the lesson. We're going to start. We are done with the chapter linear functions. We're going to start a new chapter, that is probability. Let's just start the new lesson, that is probability. Here is the chapter probability. So let's just start. Okay, let's start with the first lesson, that is probability of simple events. Okay, you pick a marble at random. What is the probability of getting yellow? So how do we calculate the probability of simple events? You pick a marble at random. You need to calculate basically the probability of getting yellow marble. Let's just calculate the total marbles. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The total marbles are 12. Got it? Let's see how many of them are yellow. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of them are yellow. Got it? So the probability, basically, what is the probability? The probability is the number of favorable outcomes out of the number of possible outcomes. For So for this event, the total outcomes, the possible outcomes are 12. You have 12 marbles. And the favorable outcome means the yellow marble. You have to calculate the probability of yellow is 9. So it would be 9 over 12, not 3 by 9. It would be, you need to calculate the probability of yellow. Yellow is 9 and the total are 12. So it would be 9 over 12. Got it? You can convert the answer in the percentage. It would be 75%. Got it now? Okay, let's just see another example. Okay, a city has 20 stations, including 4 public radio station. You have to calculate the probability of public radio. Which is the correct option? Public radio. The total are 20 and the public radio stations are 4. So what is the probability of public radio station? It would be 4 over 20. Got it? The favorable outcome means the probability of public, it would be 4 and the total is 20. So it would be 4 over 20. Got it? Let's just start with the test questions. Okay, there are 20 tablet tables set up for a banquet, of which 6 have green tablecloths. What is the probability that a randomly selected table will have a green tablecloth? So, which is the correct option? The total tables are 20, and out of the 26 of them are the one that have green tablecloth. So, which is the correct option? It would be 6 over 20. Got it? Because you have the tables with green tablecloth are 6 and the total are 20. It would be 6 over 20. When you convert the answer in the uh, simplified form, so it would be 3 over 10. The correct option is 3 over 10. You pick a marble at random. What is the probability of yellow? Write your answer as percentage. No, not 6 over 10. It would be 3 over 10. 6 over 20 because the total are 20. So when you convert into simplified form, it would be then 3 over 10. Got it? Okay, the next one is you pick a marble at random. So what is the probability of yellow? Yes, that's the one we did on tutorial. Yeah, it would be 3 over 12. And when you convert it into, no, I think it would be 57%. Let me just divide 3 over 12 because 3 of them, no, 9 over 12 because 9 of them are yellow. Yes, that would be 75%. You're right. Sorry. It would be 75%. Okay, the next one is you spin the spinner once. What is the probability of getting orange? So which is the correct option? The probability of orange. The total portions on the spinner are 12. Only 3 of them are orange. It would be 3 over 12 and yes, 25% of them are just the orange. The rest of the 75% means blue and green color. So 25% is orange. You pick a card at random. What is the probability of brown? Which is the correct option? It would be 3 over 10 because the total marbles are 13. It would be 3 over 10 because the total marbles are 10, not 13. The correct option is 3 over 10 because 3 of them are brown and the total are 10, so it would be 3 over 10. A Dartboard has 20 equal sections, of which 4 are red. What is the probability that a dart will land on the red section? So which is the correct option? Yes, it would be 1 over 5. 4 divided by 20, and when you um, simplify, it would be 1 over 5. Okay, our university has 18 students enrolled. 4 of whom are sophomores. What is the probability that the randomly chosen student will be a sophomore? Which is the correct option? It would be 4 over 18. Got it? And when you write the answer in simplified form, you have to divide them by 2. It would be then 2 over 9. The correct option is 2 over 9. Okay, you spin the spinner once. What is the probability of getting 8? Which is the correct option? You have just one portion 8 on the spinner out of the 4. Got it? So it would be 1 over 4. The correct option is 1 over 4. You flip a coin. What is the probability of getting head? When working with the coin has only two outcomes, head and tail. Got it? So the probability of getting either head or tail, like if when you flip a coin, you have just two options. Either it will land on head or either tail. Got it? That means you have 50% chance for head and 50% for the tail. So the probability of getting head is 50%, it will be 1 over 2, and that equals 50%. Okay, you roll a six-sided die. What is the probability of getting 3? I'm sure all of you have seen the die. Got it? So die has six faces and they numbered as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got it? You need to see the probability of getting 3. So it would be 1 over 6. Got it? The total outcomes are 6 and 3 is one of them. So it would be 1 over 6. It would be 1 over 6. The total outcomes are 6 and getting 3 is just 1. So it would be 1 over 6. Boats from all along the Atlantic coast were moored at a busy marina one summer day. One of the 18 boats at the marina, 9 from Virginia. What is the probability that a randomly selected boat will be from Virginia? So, which is the correct option? It is 9 over 18, and that equals 1 over 2. Okay, you pick a card at random. What is the probability of purple? It would be 0 because you don't have any purple card here. So, it would be 0%. Out of 10 people attending a lecture, 4 have green eyes. What is the probability that a randomly selected person will have a green eye? So, which is the correct option? It would be 4 over 10, and that equals 2 over 5. So, the correct option is the second one. You pick a card at random. What is the probability of getting 7, which is the correct option? It would be you have three of the outcomes, 6, 7, or 8. So getting 7 is 1 over 3, 1 out of 3. The rule outcomes are 3, and for the 7 is just 1, so it would be 1 over 3. Of the 10 clients at Harlot's salon, 2 of them have blonde hair. What is the probability that a randomly selected client at Harlot's salon has blonde hair? So which is the correct option? It would be 2 over 10, and when you simplify the answer, it would be 1 over 5. The correct option is 1 over 5. Okay, you spin the spinner once. What is the probability of getting 7? It would be 1 over 3. Got it? Because the spinner has three portions and just one of them is purple, so it would be one of them is 7, so it would be 1 over 3. Okay, you spin the spinner once. What is the probability of getting orange? It would be orange 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It would be 6 over 8. So when you simplify the answer, that would be 3 over 4. Okay, the next one is a city has 20 radio stations, including 4 public radio stations. So what is the probability that a randomly chosen radio station is the city? In the city is a public radio station, which is the correct option. It would be 4 over 20. Got it? And when you, it would be 1 over 5. 4 times 1 is 4 and 4 times 5 is 20. So it would be 1 over 5. Okay. Ernesto's mother has a large collection of shoes. She has 18 pair of shoes and 6 of them are clogs. Then Ernesto's mother chose a pair of shoes at random. What is the probability that the shoes would be clogs? So which is the correct option? Yes, it would be 6 over 18, and when you simplify the answer, that would be 1 over 3. Gavin's father has a large collection of ties. He has 20 ties and 4 of them are red. If Gavin's father chose a tie at random, what is the probability that the tie would be red? So which is the correct option? The total are 20, and out of the 24 of them are red. So it would be, yes, it would be 4 over 20, and when you simplify it would be 1 over 5. 4 times 1 is 5 and 4 times 5 is 20, so it would be 1 over 5. Okay, if in Stafford 2 out of 6 stations play alternative music, what is the probability that the randomly selected station will play alternative music? it would be 2 over 6, and the simplified answer is 1 over 3. Okay, we are done with the lesson. We are working on grade 7 maths. The chapter we have started with the chapter linear function, and the lesson we have covered from the chapter is write a linear function, then identify linear and nonlinear function. Then we have started the chapter probability. The lesson we just did is probability of simple events. So if you have any question, please ask. I am here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. Okay, please make sure before the next session you have to complete all the test questions for the lessons we did today. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Okay, that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye everyone.